Miles, introduce our top five topic.
Our top five, because Echo brought back our boy Kingpin.
Mm,
We're gonna do our top five Netflix series
yes, because they're
for
canon.
Marvel. Yes, they are
They're
canon
in.
official. We got Charlie Cox back. John Bernthal is on the cusp of returning. I feel it in my bones.
You know he's
I believe
I'm a
Jessica
believer.
Jones has been rumored to be coming back soon. I think the only ones we haven't heard are Luke Cage and Danny Rand.
Yep.
I hope personally we do get the guy who played Luke
Luke
Cage.
Cage. Totally
I
agree.
enjoyed him a
Totally
lot
agree.
as Luke Cage.
Phenomenal fit.
I
Yeah, let me
I
look up his name. Mike, and I can't remember his
I
last name.
don't. I think the one that's okay up in the air to get recasted for me personally is Iron Fist, and I don't think
Okay,
that's the actor's fault. I think with the right people, he would be just
for
fine.
sure.
Um,
For sure.
I would like the Elektra actress to come back too, personally, but again, I digress. So we're gonna rank the top five Netflix Marvel shows.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I will go first. Mike Coulter. That's right. That was, I
He's a
knew his first
stud.
name was Mike. I couldn't remember his last name at all. But all right, well, let's get into it, Riles. Top five. My number five uh, is the Defenders. Cool concept. The execution was a little lacking. This was a and this is going to come up later in my list, but this became a pattern for these Netflix shows where they would introduce the alleged who you were led to believe was the main villain right away and then kill that main villain off unexpectedly halfway through.
Oh God, yes.
Yep. Yep. And there was a choice in the
A
show.
great actress.
I know.
It was Susan Sarandon, was it not?
No, not oh, parts. Stand by.
The leader of the hand? That wasn't Susan Sarandon?
No, but I know why you're saying Susan Sarandon because uh, the two actresses look very, very similar. Sigourney Weaver.
Shit.
Yep.
I knew
No,
that.
no, great. Really, that's that's a
I need to look up Susan Sarandon now.
legitimate guess on your part. They look physically, they have a very
I had
similar.
her face in my head. I was like, it's the
Yep,
girl from Alien.
yep, yep. You got it. Old Sigourney Weaver. So my recollection,
Oh, they
and
look very similar.
very no,
I
very.
don't
You
feel
should
bad
no,
now.
you should feel very justified. Uh, I wanted it to be great, and it was good. It wasn't bad, but it was just good. It
It,
wasn't great in
it
my
was good for Elektra.
opinion.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
They
do.
turned her into an absolute
Monster.
unit.
Yeah,
Not that she
yeah,
wasn't before, but holy crap.
yeah. A little bit of an upgrade there. So that's my number five, the
Well,
Defenders.
fun fact, that's also my number.
Get it?
Yes. I think I know our number sixes. So number five, yes, for all those same reasons. I thought Sigourney was great until she
Yeah.
was dead. And then yeah, I think it really built up the mysticism side of the hand, which is something I enjoyed because that is a part of them,
Very much
the
so.
comics.
Yep.
So and to have them have Elektra
Right.
as their person was
Yep. Very
phenomenal.
solid.
So yeah, that's my number five.
Yep. Totally agree.
Okay. Number four,
hmm
I have Luke Cage.
hmm
Um,
Spoiler's right there with you.
yes, yes. The first seven episodes were phenomenal.
Yes.
The guy who played Cottonmouth,
Yes.
um, phenomenal. He's a great actor.
Correct.
The fact that they killed him was bullshit because he was the best part of the show.
That was so frustrating. And you remember who played him, right?
Yes, I was trying
Yeah.
to. I couldn't remember our Blade, the guy who's going to play
Yes.
Blade now.
Mahershala Ali.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, absolute stud. I was so pissed. They made him so good. He was a threat. He was a another like gangster level. I would
Right.
have loved it if they would have kept him around and watched him like interact with Kingpin. That would have been perfect.
Mhm.
Him teaming up with Kingpin would have been great.
Mhm.
Building up Kingpin even more.
Yep.
But they just were like, nah. And I did not like his sister.
No.
His sister was not good. I thought the main villain in the second one wasn't that fantastic. As much. He's okay,
Yeah.
but
I truly didn't even watch season two, Riles. I mean, when you have a actor of the caliber of Mahershala Ali and you kill the guy off, like you're not going to recover from that
No.
in terms of a hey, we found someone better. He's that good. And it's not like it freed him up to play Blade immediately. We're still waiting
Right.
on that.
Right.
So there wasn't a practical, well, this is how that's going to help us out here. So it was, I thought there was a lot of potential in the show. And when they killed off Cottonmouth, like that just was again, you're just
It's a
not going to
bummer.
recover from that.
It's a
So that
bummer.
was really too bad. Really too bad. But yeah, that's my number 4 as well. I think we're going to go pretty close to top to bottom
It'll
here
probably
on
be
this.
pretty close.
I
I think our
agree.
2 and 3 might be different.
Okay.
But go ahead and hit 3.
My number 3 is Jessica Jones.
Okay, it's the exact same.
Which is okay. Which is okay. This is another one of those, hey, I just watched season 1. Like I didn't come back for season 2.
I watched. So for Jessica, I watched the first 2 seasons. I did not
Yeah.
watch the third one.
They even had a third season?
Yes, because
Holy
they build up
shnikes.
Hellcat in the third one.
Okay,
Which I was not a fan of in the first place.
sure.
Season 1 was so good. It was another one of those
Yeah, it
things
was.
where once they killed him off, she does not have a strong enough rogues gallery to go somewhere else.
No,
Like that is her person. That is her
Right.
arch nemesis.
right,
Is the Purple Man.
right.
Now, I wish she would have turned purple.
Huh.
You know, I thought that would have been cool.
Yeah.
I liked the way that he used Luke Cage against her.
Mm, mhm,
That whole dynamic
mhm.
was phenomenal, and they
Mhm.
executed that terrible, horrible, awful backstory of hers,
Yes,
and
yes.
they didn't go too far with it.
Right.
But it was heavily implied what she went through,
Mhm.
and to have her get her redemption
Yeah.
was fantastic. But
Right.
season 2 was not the best.
Right.
And I don't think that season 3 was great either, from what I understand. And I didn't see season 3.
Yeah, season 1 was very, very effective, and I will never. I wish I could. I will never forget a couple of things from season 1 of that show. It was so violent.
Oh, yeah.
It was so freaking violent. I will never forget in the very first episode where Jessica Jones is working with in the private detective role, working with the young gal, and she thinks she's helped her, and then at the very end of the episode, the young gal just blows her parents away, like in the elevator, just super grim. And then sometime later, totally
I
unrelated, but
don't even remember.
yeah, I that was a whoa, wait a minute. That was super dark. Effective, but really dark. And then I just remember it was one of the last episodes of that season where Kilgrave had one of the characters like putting his own hand in the in the sink garbage disposal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was so that part of it, like I don't enjoy like ugh,
By
that's
the way,
just gross.
David Tennant was phenomenal.
He was horrific.
He's a great actor.
He was way, way too effective. He was outstanding. So it was really well done. It was also 100% not my cup of tea. But regardless, I was still able to watch and certainly enjoy. Enjoy. I don't know if that's the right word. I was able to respect the heck out of the show because it was really well done. So Punisher number 2.
Yes.
Mhm.
My number 2 is The Punisher. Season 1,
In particular.
phenomenal. Now,
Yeah,
we talk
totally
about
agree.
violent. This might be the most violent of
Boy.
the Netflix shows.
Oh,
The first
boy.
season. The second season wasn't as violent.
Yeah.
Still very violent, but not as
Okay.
violent. But to be real, it's the Punisher. You know what you're getting into.
Right.
Out of all of them, he should be the most violent because he kills people. He kills bad people
Yeah.
all the time. It is great. But
It's such a phenomenal season of television.
and
It's so good.
talk about by the way, talk about a perfectly executed spin-off series.
Yes.
He was
Yes.
phenomenal in Daredevil.
Right.
Okay. His
Right.
prison scene where he stabs like 85
Everybody. Just
people
everybody.
because the Kingpin's like, I'm done with you. And he's like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to kill all of these people with a toothpick, essentially. He broke a broom in half
Right.
and just started going to town.
Right. Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Top-notch execution on the introduction of the character in Daredevil season 2. And to have him get his own show and get his own series. I don't know if it should have worked, but it freaking worked.
Oh, it worked so
It
well.
worked so doggone well, and the dynamic of him and Karen Page was an unexpectedly great pairing as she's trying to, keep him from just falling straight into the darkness. It was phenomenal. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about season one. Season two, I know you said you got through. I did not. It just didn't have the same level of energy. But season one will always just live in my mind as one of the best seasons of television I've
Well, and the
watched.
plot twists were perfect. They were
Yes,
perfectly executed plot
yes,
twists.
yes.
So,
They were phenomenal. Yeah. So I think Daredevil's probably number one.
oh, by a mile. When Vincent D'Onofrio comes on the screen, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't think anyone will ever be able to do Kingpin like that.
I agree.
I
I agree.
he has
Totally
the
agree.
vibrato, he
Yep.
has the intensity. As soon as
Yep.
you hit, you're like, whenever he's on the screen, it's another level,
Right.
which is exactly
Right.
what you want from a villain.
Yeah.
He nails it every freaking time.
Right.
It's insane.
And that's what, listen, that's what every worthwhile superhero, show or movie demands and absolutely needs is, yeah, you got to have worthwhile hero or heroes, but you have to pair them up with a villain that is their match and maybe even beyond that. And without question, Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock is excellent. But yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio and his portrayal of Kingpin, that's not going to be touched. And,
No.
and you can put other people in a Daredevil costume, and there will be, right? But yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio, like that's an all timer right
By
there.
far.
And that's not to disparage what Charlie Cox has done. He's been terrific, but yeah, Vincent stands alone.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's great, Matt Murdock. Easily better than Ben Affleck. But,
Yep.
like, he's not at that level where he's like Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark.
Correct.
Like,
Correct.
D'Onofrio is that guy for Kingpin.
Yep.
It's like,
Yep.
that's a match made in heaven.
Yep.
You don't get much better than
No,
that.
it's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. It's really fascinating to me on reflection uh that these shows got made. Honestly, like
I know.
it's truly wild. And Daredevil makes enough sense. Uh, he has had enough of a comics following. He's been a significant enough Marvel character, but the rest of these, like, it's pretty incredible that they were able to get produced and each in their own right. Like, were they able to sustain the excellence throughout their run? No, I don't think so. However, at no point did any of these shows have a complete drop off in quality where you're going, this is just trash.
Right.
It was just a, hey, this is not an area of interest. So pretty impressive.